is on one side, McGregor's on the other. The treasurer, who is now Kaiba, also a member of High Command, will have a say in how the dispute is handled. He will have the final say, beyond myself and Kim. Now, this is tying back to the structure of the gang. When you become a Padawan, you are very close to becoming a main member of the gang. Very close. And as I said, any fuck up you have, especially during this shorter period, will lead to your demotion or removal from the gang. And I am not saying that anything that you've done in the past is going to be considered into this. Well, it has been considered already, but it's not going to be considered into what's happening now. We have made the decision to keep you as a Padawan, which means you are very close to becoming a main member. But I and everyone else here standing here has had clear concerns about the way you've acted and about the fuck-ups you've made recently. And you need to, I mean, I know you understand them, and I know you're working towards them, especially now. But understand that there are going to be consequences for the next fuck-up you make. Do you understand me?
Okay.
Tying back to that, people have voted and agreed that you should remain as a Padawan. Everyone here voted. We actually have removed 2 people from us. Going back to that, we have voted that you and Bruno remain as Padawans, and you both are close to working your way up to being a full member. Congratulations to you both, but it's not, you're not done yet. You're not close. You're not sealed yet. As I said, you're on a tight leash. We'll be watching you and Bruno very closely. And when I say this, this doesn't mean that once you become a full member, you can start fucking around. As I said, we will be punishing full members as well. All right.
Eleanor's awake.
Eleanor's awake. Fantastic. Oh. Milo, Pong is now no longer a member of Rust. She's no longer hanging around. We are removing her because she didn't go through the formal process of becoming a hang around. We generally believe that she doesn't have essentially a place in the gang. It doesn't really make it. She's friends with us. She kind of entered through being friends, right? Which is fine. She can continue being friends with us. Yet, unanimously, we agreed that she should not be a member of Rust. And going on to that, we unanimously agreed that Eleanor should not be a member of Rust either. A lot of us like Eleanor, yet we understand, as Cam says, she's in an irrecoverable place when it comes to how her, how her vibes settle in with our group. And in that case, I'm fine with being friends with her and continuing that, but we're going to call her and let her know that she's no longer a member of Rust or Padawan at all. Just fine. I feel like she fits in, as Sid says, with other gangs right now, and she should be somewhere where everyone in her gang likes her and thinks that she should be with them. I think anyone deserves that, right? And right now, that's not the case for her. Alright. Going back to things. As I said, there are only 2 Padawans of Rust and 1 hang-around. We're a very small gang. We have Fredo as our official only hang-around, and we have you and Bruno as the only Padawans. We're going to obviously work on recruiting and everything like that. But yes, welcome your new members of High Command, which are Benz, Kaiba, and McGregor. Any questions, Milo?
No.
Are you fair? Are you fine with everything that's said?
Yeah.
What do you think about the fact that we're doing consequences now and actually removing people for their mistakes?
That's what a gang is meant to be, right?
Fantastic. Yes, I think I have been honestly pussyfooting around a little bit too much, and I'm going to stop doing that. No one. All right, guys. I want everyone to be here for this because I think she deserves that. I'm going to call Eleanor and let her know to come here.
Not gonna lie, guys.
Yeah,
Angry Ray do be kind of hot.
I'm gonna make sure
I
people don't say
I
it
need
again.
food, man.
Would you guys like me and Ken to do it?
I
I can do it
see.
with Kim.
Whoa. McGregor. Where's McGregor going? Enforcer.
He's-
Hello?
Checking that there's no one around.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Does anyone need food?
Enforcing
Anyone?
time.
Anyone need food? Come over here.
Yes, I do need food.
I as
Food
well have a
over
ton of
here.
snackies in my backpack.
Yeah,
like
I need food
church.
so bad.
Naomi
Yeah.
and
Kim,
Milo's
what the fuck are you doing?
little
Stop
friend on the
bitching.
side, that's it.
Alright, but here you go. Take this as well.
Yeah, also, so we can represent Fredo.
Boom.
Oh, I bet.
Stacked up.
I feel like this
yeah.
is what
Oh
he
my
would
God.
want.
Hey, Ray, who
That-
do you
that's
want
what
to be a
Fredo would have
hangaround for
wanted.
us?
Oh,
On your
that's
list.
a good conversation. I want
there
I want Mary Mushkin to be a hang around for us. And guys, I'm gonna make this very clear. We've already talked to a few people about this, but there's gonna be certain people that are gonna be in and out of the app in the future.
Thank you.
But obviously that makes sense, right? There's gonna be people that are in Rust that are not in the app. I want to get to the point where we have like 15, 20 people, and obviously a lot of those people are not gonna be in the app, right? I want
Okay.
to
In terms of
officially
Mary, Sid, would you like to say something?
I want to officially invite
No.
Mary Mushkin and I believe some of you said Scarlett would be a good person. I want to start
We've
inviting
been
people
hanging out with her.
I want to invite people to officially become hangarounds because it ties people in. I want Mary to be a hangaround. I want, if she wants to, I want potentially Scarlett, and I guess we can talk a little bit more about who's the other person. What's her name?
Erin?
Erin is. Erin, I haven't really seen too much recently though. But yeah. As for other people, I mean, guys, there's some great people out there. I know that LJ has been really liking the vibes of our group, and I wouldn't mind talking a little bit more about him as well. I don't know if Key is Seaside yet, but we should talk about Key. And beyond that, yeah. I legitimately think we should get a few more hangarounds, because
How many do you want?
I want
What are you aiming
I
for?
want 4 to 5.
Okay.
Is it fair for
Alright.
everyone? Does everyone agree with it? I mean, I know we're going to be treating them as actual members of us, so just keep it in mind, guys.
Okay, I want to throw something out there as well, because I feel like a few of them, at least LJ. LJ's mentioned he doesn't really want to be a part of the gang life. Maybe his mind's changed, but last time I spoke with him, that was his stance. But I understand you still want to include him as part of the gang, in which case we can have a you can separate it. That would probably be easiest to think about for people who aren't on the app,
Fair enough. Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, if you're not on the app at that point, if your vibes match with the group and you can bring something to the gang, that's kind of what I want from you. It's just as straightforward as that, right? Because honestly,
I'm proposing the name Cousins of Rust. Crust. Rust on the surface.
it's actually funny. Why is Eleanor not calling me?
She emailed me. She's having some hearing issues.
No.
It's a very good meeting, but holy shit, 3 hours and a half. Also, I played the codes.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, it was probably one of our most productive meetings
Oh,
yet.
Eleanor's calling me. Fantastic.
Oh, 100% was most
I want High
productive.
Command to be here at least, and Kim. Not everyone else has to be here. We can have a sidebar in the corner. Eleanor, can you come to the scriptboard? We can talk.
Yeah, that's fine.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
So, just so you guys know, I have a F1 car, 1 of 1 S plus boost.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Milo,
I told Ray, but he put the phone down. on
sorry,
me.
yeah, I'm sorry. Milo called me and said he has S plus boost. Guys,
Yeah, to
sorry.
be fair, there was a
I am-
more important
listen,
thing at
motherfuckers,
hand.
I
There
am
was a more
F1?
important thing
Guys,
at hand.
It's
everyone
the
quiet down.
Hustler
Quiet down.
6-star, which is a F1.
Okay. Then.
Guys,
Right,
quiet
right.
down, guys. I'm not the old Raymond Romanoff that sees S plus boost and says S plus boost during a meeting.
I am.
All right.
Nice, Eric. You just roll a 0, by the way.
I do not give a fuck about cars.
Bro, this guy rolled twice. He cheated, man.
I
Fuck
did roll
you.
twice.
Yeah.
I cheated.
Flair
I
always rolls
cheated.
twice.
I'll admit it.
Nice.
It goes soft.
Okay, boy.
Yeah. F1's
Hey,
good.
hey, clear it up because I need to ask this, by the way.
I told you.
Love it, Red.
Because hell yeah,
Hello
right.
there.
Hey, by the way, just a heads up. Kaiba, McGregor, do you guys want to be here during this meeting? Does anyone? I don't think anyone else should be here. I think only High Command should be here for Eleanor's removal. Unless, actually, Sid, I kind of want you there.
Thank you.
Yeah, out of respect for her. Sid, you should be there. All right.
Yeah, Perez, you can go.
Oh, why? Why not have Perez here? What do you mean?
I wonder why. I wonder.
Before everyone
that's
goes, I want to
crazy.
bring up one point. Before everyone goes.
Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ.
Hey, by the
I
way,
wanna bring
Kaiba,
up one point,
I do
by
want to
the way,
make it a little
guys.
bit more
I'm not sure
official
if it's
then.
talked
Would you
about.
be okay with Sid being like your
Yeah, I got another
right-hand
point to bring
girl for finances and stuff?
Oh wait, I have another point to bring up.
Hey guys, if
Okay.
you have a personal issue with someone, get it fucking resolved today. Thank you.
And speak with them
Says
directly.
you.
My point that I want to bring up is it's the
Sorry,
borrowing
man.
car issue. Just don't be a dick about it. If someone asks for their car back, just give it to them if it's their car. And
True.
Guys, why are we having
Use it,
issues about
refuel,
cars right
and
now?
just ask for
Repair.
permission.
Guys,
Boom.
guys, I've discussed this so many times before. We should not have issues with cars. If you get someone's car impounded, pay the asset fees. Get it unimpounded.
Asset fees?
Sorry, not
It's
asset
also
fees.
kind of
Sorry, not
cursed,
asset fees.
though,
Pay the impound
in
fees.
terms of, for example, I have 15 strikes on my Black
Okay,
Series right now.
but I'm
if
gonna-
I get it impounded, if I get it impounded for my own actions, I now have to pay 60K.
You're right. But at that point, if your car was used during, war or
I'm just
whatever it
giving an
is,
Example. I'm not.
I'm
pressed
gonna
or
straight up
anything.
say, if your car was using war and it still has strikes from it and it gets impounded again, we can use gang funds. We can leave that to Kaiba to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, some people might be pressed in that sense when it's not used for like actual like gang stuff, essentially.
Just use your own cars for
I get
jobs,
that.
and if you're going to use someone else's, ask first. It's
Yep.
not hard.
That's it.
I don't really care if you guys want to use my Black
Always get
Series. Use it.
consent.
Consent is key.
By the way, Kaiba, I didn't mean that
Also,
like
Ray, did
you
you
should.
hear that,
You should. Wait, hold on, give me a second. I didn't mean that like you should. I meant that more like just if she wants to help out, she can help out. Right?
Advertise that.
It's
one
not like
for deals.
she's your role. You know what I mean?
Advertise it, man.
So, guys, am I too loud or am I good now?
You're fine. All right, Kaiba, what were you saying? Did you hear us say Kaiba?
Could be lower.
Yeah, I heard what you said.
Okay.
By the way,
I don't know. A GT 86? What do you mean?
Toyota GT86.
Oh, you trying to sell your cars
Yeah, Eleanor, come in.
Fucking
to the
right.
gang with
Hey,
no money?
guys, we should move this meeting to the fishing guys
Ray,
so we can
quick
buy
question.
20 nets real quick.
Yo, Flair, with
Okay,
Do you
man.
need me there to speak my piece on why I voted the way I did, or
No,
I don't
unless you
think
want
I
to be.
personally need to be there?
No,
Nah.
you're fine. Just I'll
Alright,
leave the high command
appreciate
and sit. All right, bye bye.
Beautiful. All right.
Bye, Flair. Thanks for
Ray,
everything
this
today.
meeting. I appreciate you. Take it easy, guys.
Thank you. Eleanor, it's good to see you today. Unfortunately, I do not have good news for you, and I'm going to be very blunt about it. Rust has done a complete restructuring today. And as of its restructuring, there is obviously, now a high command and a different way for people to get into the gang. Hangarounds are treated differently, Padawans are treated differently. And I'm going to say this earnestly. I like you a lot. I think you're a good person. I actually like hanging out with you, and I think you're a great friend. But I will be very honest, and I'm going to say this similarly to how Sid said it. I think there are other places that are better and would treat you better than Rust. And I don't think that currently at this moment in time, going forward, and I don't want to be a gang that keeps you at the same place the entire time. I think going forward, I think at this moment in time, you are going to be removed from Rust. Well, I'm not thinking to do the same thing. We talked about it. I know it sucks to hear because you put months into this. But every time we have a meeting about how people should progress, what their next place is, every time you're brought up, Eleanor, there's never like a time for you to progress. And I don't want you to be stuck at a stage that just has no progress.
Okay, so that means I can speak candidly now then.
Of course. Continue.
Okay, because I never had a fair fucking shake from the moment you guys made me a hangaround. The fucking moment.
You might be right. You actually
Everything.
100% be might right.
No, I fucking know I'm right because I stood here for the last 5 months and watched it happen. Everything that I have done has been nitpicked, has been taken over with a fine-tooth comb. Every fucking thing. And one person started to not like me for God knows what fucking reason, and then it just fucking bled like a cancer. And then some person absolutely fucking disrespected me, and I was told, oh, you should have just shot him, which we all understood how that would have gone, right? Next fucking day, that same person gets promoted. Next fucking day, that guy is still around, walking around and talking shit to everybody. The whole issue that you guys said was with me originally with the Pong thing was fucking overheard and being misconstrued, and I've said that over and over again. No one respected me from the jump. I had a million fucking hurdles to go over before anybody else that nobody else has had to do. I've sat and watched Milo and Bruno both not have to deal with the same shit that I did. I was held to a different standard than everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I was going to fail. I was going to not improve.
So I'm just gonna say this, Eleanor, not to cut you off, but listen, I, especially speaking to someone who's been in this situation before, recommend this. There are, I mean, even if I wasn't going to remove you from Rust, there are better places for you to be that will make you more happy than you even realizing it yourself.
Who's to say that you guys don't make me happy? Who's to say that this isn't what makes me happy, that this isn't what I want? Who's to say, like, what? That's not even a fair fucking argument.
I mean, I believe it is. If you have no place to progress in this group, why would you want to be in it?
Because I work to progress. Like, what? I've been busting my ass. I have bit my tongue so hard it fucking bled so many occasions. Am I just not progressing because a couple people like just don't like? I can be honest with you, like 5 or 6 people in this group probably couldn't tell you a single fucking thing about me, and they never made a mention or an attempt to get to know me.
I mean, you're probably right, but I guess that fits into the...
Stop saying I'm probably right. I am right.
Okay, you're right that people have not had the not concern, but the motivation to get to know you. Now, that kind of ties back into what I said before. If there is issues that you have with members of the gang, I don't feel like you have a place, because it doesn't make sense to keep pressing, keep pushing for something that won't budge. If you know what I mean. Listen.
Ray, I was prepared to stand here and be disrespected for the next year of my life if I had to.
Okay, can I say something?
Of course, Kaiba. And I'm actually going to let everyone speak because I've spoken my piece. As I said, Eleanor, I like you a lot. I've literally done jobs with you. And I enjoy it. And it's fun. And I have a good time. And I think there's a lot of things that you bring to whatever you're a part of. You're selfless. You help people out when you can. But there are some concerns, right? And Kaiba, go ahead.
So, you mentioned that, a lot of people here probably don't know a single thing about you. And, I mean, honestly, that's probably part of it. And it's no fault on anyone. Fact of the matter is, some people feel, or a lot of us feel like you just, in this group, you just don't fit in. And again, that's nobody's fault. Is Ray still speaking?
No. Oh, wait, am I speaking? Oh my god.
Oh, no, you weren't. Saw your mouth moving.
Oh, sorry about that.
I wasn't sure. So, again, it's nothing personal. But, yeah, there's a certain vibe that I guess some of the boys are going for.
You can't really say it's nothing personal when I have watched the same things that I get accused of doing and have done, and then instead of, being punished for it, other people do it, and they get fucking, praised, promoted for it.
Well,
because it's not about what you've done. That's not the issue.
Okay. So is it a lack of what I've done, or is it what I've done? Because I've been told for months, oh, you did X, Y, Z, so now you're on thin fucking ice. But now it's, well, you didn't do this and that. Like,
I can name one example was recent. I heard the talk that you had with the Flair, where he offered you the, ability to help out with some businesses, materials, shit like that.
oh, okay, yeah. Flair, who has seen me awake multiple times when he's been awake and has not made a single move to talk to me.
I heard he talked to you on
further
multiple
with me.
occasions, and you actually
No.
confirmed it with him.
We had a singular conversation outside of a Fleeka one day while I was on the phone and he was coming to take my spot in a job. One conversation, we've not spoken about it since.
Really? And he didn't confirm it with you?
Yes.
Why would Flair tell me that he confirmed it with you?
I don't know. We had one conversation about it though. I even talked to Sid about it. And she was like, well, don't do it if he's not going to pay you for it.
Okay, so you had a conversation with Sid about it.
Because I said, hey, this is I'm going to start doing this for Flair. Because I was working my ass off the week before I had to go on that trip and trying to get money to pay for Kiwi, and I ultimately couldn't do it, and then I had to go out of town.
Yeah, I know you tried.
I was gonna be I was gonna start doing all of that, but then I looked, and every time I didn't have the money to get started, so I was okay, I'll get my money up, and then I'll start doing that. I'll start buying and selling. I'll just start buying mats, but I didn't have the money to get started. Does that make sense? I didn't have the money to be buying mats in order to then flip them to Flair.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get myself into a position where I could do that and do it effectively and do it successfully. But outside of that, one conversation, maybe a second one where I told him, hey, I'm going to start working on that. And he said, okay. That's it.
Okay.
I've not even seen Flair aside from yesterday.
Eleanor, listen, I get it. I know you loved a lot of people in this family. And as I said, a lot of people here loved you as well. I mean, Sid's literally one of your best friends. But Sid actually had something very good to say, and I want her to speak about the topic as well. Sid, please.
Yeah. Like you said, Eleanor, you said you would stick around for a year being disrespected just because you like being here. I don't think that's what you should do. I don't think in any world you should let yourself get treated like that. And I love you, but I do not want to see you stick around in a gang that I know you feel you are being disrespected every day, where you feel like nobody likes you, where you feel like you will never get promoted. And I do not want to see you ever feel bad or get disrespected like that. And I definitely don't want to see you putting yourself down because the fact that you're not fitting in well, it is not your fault. And I know you have been having nights with Mortel where you are having fun and they're even offering you positions and they actually treat you with respect. And I would much rather see you happy, and I want what is best for you. And I would like to see you actually be in a gang where you know you will progress and have fun and be part of things. And I just don't think that what the boys are doing is gonna have that work in Rust. And I want to see you thrive. And I just don't think that will happen with how the situation is going currently in this game.
Who is to tell me what I want and what will make me happy and what will make me I understand your wants for me, but if I'm willing
Okay.
if I'm willing
Okay.
to deal with something, to go through something because it's what I want.
The kid. Mommy.
I don't think you should put yourself through that though. Why?
That's it. It's
Why
not
would-
up to
Did
you.
someone
You do
say
shit all
Harry
the
in the
time because
background?
You think it's in my best interest because it's to protect me.
It's just Chan. Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah.
You are my best friend. You're my fucking sister. You have this older sister complex over me. Whether you realize it or not, you do shit all the time to protect me, what you think is the best for me, and I get that. I respect that, and that's something I've never had.
Yeah, I tried finding him, but I couldn't.
But
I don't think
what
so.
I put myself through, what I go through, where I am at is up to me.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah,
And I understand that, but as I said, it was a unanimous decision. I understand that you don't want people to make decisions for you, but at this moment in time, I don't think you have a place in this gang, and even going around in a circle where we voted whether or not you should have a place in this gang in the future. It was unanimously decided that you don't.
Your phone conversation. Still going.
I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. A lot of people had amazing things to say in that circle. Like Sid.
Did they?
Yes.
Did they? Because that in itself, that statement, feels disrespectful. To look at someone who has spent months of their life, has bled beside you, considers them your family. You guys are my family. You're the only fucking family I know or have.
I get that. Well, that's not entirely true. You have people that care about you.
Hotel's not my fucking family. Honestly, let's be honest. I could go up there and I could probably be in their high command within 2 months, right? I don't fucking want that. I could walk across the street and Dex the other day himself said, so when you coming home? I didn't want to fucking go anywhere. I have walked around the city proudly, and every time someone asks me, yeah, I'm Rust. I'm fucking Rust. That is who I am. That is who I bleed for. That's who I bleed by.
I get it. I get it. Loyalty is the one thing. I get it. But, as I said, the decision was made, and I get it. You love the family, and a lot of people love you. But I cannot sit here and say that the decision from the entire group wasn't to kick you out. And when I say this, it's not easy for me to say, Elnor, because I never had issues with you. At least I never saw them, right? I was always doing my own thing, always busy.
Yeah, and then every issue you've brought to me has been one that's either been completely misconstrued and miscommunicated or absolutely blown out of proportion.
I get that. But at this point, it doesn't really matter anymore. You can still be our friends, Elnor, if that's something that you're interested in. At least you're still my friend. But the gang life, Rust, it doesn't make sense. There's no progression for you. Every time it's a meeting where we talk about, hey, what do we do to this person? This person's kicked. What do we do to this person? This person's, what do we do with this person? That's always you, Elnor. I'm sorry. I have to make the decision that, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't feel right to be a leader where I don't know where you, as a member of my gang, stand in this gang. We also kicked someone else. It is what it is.
It's just, you've set me up for failure constantly. You put me with Perez, who fucking hated me and didn't even want me here to begin with. And then you put my entire future in the game put on him by making me his Padawan. You realized, oh, that's a fucking bad decision. And then you put me with Salim, who, does Salim even know I'm his fucking Padawan? I don't know. I haven't seen him. He's traveling all over fucking Europe. I didn't have a chance.
Well, the reason you would have put as Perez is it was also, you know, it was a two-way street. It was, you know, for him to also try and learn. That was the main reason for that.
Did it work? Because I have no issues with him at all. I don't. I attempted and approached him several times and said, hey, what can I be doing? I'm trying to get better. And he told me that being a Padawan didn't matter. It was just a me.
All right. That's fair. Listen, Elnor. At this point, like I said, it doesn't matter anymore. Your efforts... I'm not saying that your efforts didn't matter. I'm saying there's issues that you think that we had with you. That's not why you're being removed today. You're being removed because the group generally doesn't feel that you have a place. You understand me? That every time you're around, they don't know what to think about the fact that you're side by side with them. And if that's the way that this gang is operating, then I have to put my foot down and say that it is what it is. We are losing members. We're a very small group. We actually only have, I think there was like 10 people at the meeting today, and we only have 2 Padawans and only 1 hangaround, as we kicked everyone else out. I'm sorry, Elnor. I hate making decisions like this, but I have to stop being afraid to remove people.
When you all implode because your collective egos exceed the scrapyard's capacity, hit me
Before
up.
you finish this, watch what you say, man.
All
Like,
right.
I'm, you know,
She's rightfully upset, you know.
yeah, but if she's gonna shit talk, man, she's lucky she didn't go
I
further.
know, but like at this
Fucking-
point, like, you know, everything she's been through, like putting her heart into the gang just for this to happen, she's, you know, obviously gonna have things to say. I don't think it's any good for her to, like she said, stay for another. Like she said, I'd stay for another year being disrespected
Hold
by
on,
the
I'm
gang
gonna,
just because I like.
I'm gonna go
I
make
don't
sure
think
you know
she
she's
should
not
ever
saying shit
put
to
us.
Perez.
Yes, please do.
I don't think she should ever put herself through that. I don't think anyone should put themselves through that.
Sid, I agree wholeheartedly. This was like a toxic one-way relationship for her. It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to be
As much
at a
yeah.
place that doesn't respect you, that doesn't feel like you have a place, even though you want to be there, even though you love those people so much. At a certain point, you just have to realize you have to let go and find the place that really, really, really does make you happy and that cares for you.
Like,
Because
yeah,
this is obviously
I
not
mean,
that place for her.
Yeah. And I love her, and I obviously would never want to see her unhappy, but the way the gang, like she said, is treating her, I don't see why she is so happy to sit by idly and just take it just because she likes being in the gang. Like, she shouldn't put herself through that.
Of course.
And I'm sad to see her go. Obviously, she's like one of my best friends, but I also don't want to see her go through the shit that she goes through just for being in this gang.
Of course. I agree. Well, beyond that, obviously she knows quite a lot about our gang, alright guys? We didn't really get to tell her, don't speak about shit to other people, etc. But, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she knows what will happen if she does.
Alright guys, listen, that's a difficult conversation for me to have, but as I said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this shit, man. If I see people
I can,
doing shit like that,
if
I'm just gonna remove people. It is what it is.
If you're done with meetings, I can give Bruno the rundown if you want. If you like wanna, you know.
Yeah, please do
go
talk to
chill.
Bruno. Yeah. Is Bruno around right now?
Yeah, he's outside. I was telling him to like wait around because I'm gonna wanna.
I'll listen to it. Just bring Bruno in here. I'll listen.
Yeah,
I wanna walk outside for a second. Alright, guys, I'll be back.
Right, come in.
Holy shit, the RP has been crazy today, chat. Fucking crazy. Oh my god, thank you for all the subs and love and the follows during that. If you guys enjoyed the stream, make sure you follow the stream. Thank you for the support. It's so difficult, man. So difficult. We kicked 2 people from Rust. We are threatening to kick other people from the gang. Restructuring. Almost kicked Kaiba at a certain point. Now Kaiba's high command. Holy fuck, man. That was crazy.
Sir Romanov.
Hello, give me a second, Naomi. I'm gonna be over here. Oh my god, man. Lord Gallia took the prime stuff for 3 months. Who getting kicked? Pung and Elnor. What chair do you have? The Herman Miller. Aaron. Chat, we have to be a little bit more cold as a character. It sucks. It does suck, but I'm gonna start doing that. How'd that feel? Shitty, but I have to do it, guys. It's hard. It's hard. But I have to do it. It's actually like it's spicy as hell. By the way,